sir.
Yes, come in, please.
Good morning, sir.
Yes,
Good
good
morning,
morning. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Amitika, your English teacher. Now, could you introduce yourself, please? Can you A?
Sir, my name is Satyanurag Das. I live in Talche town and my father's name is Vibhuti Narayan Das.
All right. Can you B? Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, sir. I am Koil Samantha of class 10. My father name is Atul Samantha and my mother's name is Pampa Samantha and I live in Talcher.
All right. So now we are going to have the topic presentation. That is the second stage of your speaking assessment, where candidate A is speaking about her topic, his topic, candidate B has to listen carefully. Question. She has to ask the question. Okay. In the same way, when candidate B is speaking, candidate A has to listen carefully and ask the question. All right. So now it is time for candidate A. Please, could you start your topic?
Sir, my topic is about the poem The Road Not Taken. This poem is written by Robert Frost. The poet is standing in front of a jungle. Their two roads diverged. The poet wanted to take a journey on both the roads, but being one traveler, it was not possible for him to travel on both of them. So he stood there and looked at the roads. The poet was very confused while choosing the roads, but he then took a decision and chose the road which was grassy and wanted more wear. Both the roads looked same on that day because nobody had traveled on those roads yet. The leaves were also fresh and had not turned black, which was also a proof that the roads were untraveled. The poet left the first road for another day, but he was still confused whether he would be able to come back and travel on that road. The poet knew that one has to be very careful while choosing something in his life because when a person chose a choice and began to work on that, then it is very difficult for him to change it and to work on another. This very choice makes too much difference in one's life. So the poet in this poem conveys the idea that one has to be very careful while choosing something in his life.
All right, candidate A, you might have studied so many poems in your literature book, okay, but you have taken this particular poem for your speaking assessment. Why did you take this particular poem for your speaking assessment? What inspired you to take this topic?
Sir, I chose this poem because this poem has everything related to our choices that we make in our life. As I have said, our choices are so much important that they can make our future better.
All right, candidate B, could you ask a question, please?
Sure, sir. How our choices that we make today impact our life tomorrow?
Our choices that we take today makes up our future, but we often make mistakes. We make mistakes when we think of our short-term pleasures, due to which we suffer from long-term pain. So we need to take our every move carefully as it has all the capabilities to make our future better and better.
Okay, now it is time for candidate B to present this topic. So please, could you start your topic?
Yes, sir. In everyone's life, there has been a time when we all were afraid to take the very first step of our life, whether to try to walk as a baby, go to school as a child, or go to work as an adult. This very similar thing happens with the young seagull in the story, The First Flight, written by Lion of Flattery, who is an Iris novelist. In the story, the young seagull couldn't able to fly as he wasn't able to trust his own wings. After getting encouraged by his parents and siblings, he eventually made his first flight. According to this story, the first and the foremost thing that is required to start something is to believe in oneself. When we will have faith in ourselves, then only we can start that extraordinary journey of doing something new. The second thing that is required is the hunger to complete that thing. When we will have the interest, we can take the further steps. The last thing that is required is the encouragement from our near and dear ones. When we get encouraged by our dear ones, we can have the hope that they are with us. The perfect combination of these three requirements eventually decides whether we are going to succeed or not.
All right, so candidate B, you have selected this particular story for your speaking assessment. Why did you select this story for your speaking assessment?
So this topic inspired me for choosing this chapter, The First Flight, as this topic or this chapter conveys the message of the importance of power of faith, self-confidence and trust.
All right, candidate A, could you ask me a question, please?
Yes, sir. During topic presentation, you have told that the first requirement to achieve something is to believe in oneself. So, how self-trust is useful for students?
Self-trust is very important for students as it gives the confidence to face the new experiences that come in a student's life. It gives the strength to face the obstacles and the problems in the path of success.
Alright, so now we are in the last stage of our speaking assessment, that is the problem solving. Okay, I will be giving you the problem, and both we have to solve this problem and you have to find out the solution of this problem. Alright, so here is your problem.
Some of your classmates don't behave well with the girls. They pass comments, sing songs, and tease them, which make them uncomfortable in the classroom and create disturbance in their studies. The problem arising today is mostly related to discrimination based on caste, gender, creed, age, region, or any similar kind of diversity in our society.
Yes, you are correct. But the most sensitive kind of discrimination is based on gender, which is faced in each sphere, including family as well as society. Discrimination leads to extreme humiliation. The prevailing environment in our school is slowly leading to many tensions.
May I know the cause of these tensions?
Yes, my friend Mahi was going to the auditorium and in her way she came across a group of boys passing inappropriate comments. She was very uncomfortable with that and she came to me and cried a lot.
That's bad. You should complain about it to the teacher.
I asked her to do so, but she was quite afraid of not being trusted.
This is very unethical. Those students must face the consequence. I think we must talk to our class teacher and I'm sure she's gonna help us.
Yes, you are correct. But I think organization of a seminar will be better as it will help to discipline the young minds to so that they can respect each other. This will help them to inculcate gender sensitivity among the children. And for that, I think we should take our principal's help.
Okay, so candidate A, did you get the solution of this problem?
Yes, sir. Organization of seminar can be the right solution. We hereby conclude that for this problem, organization of seminar can be the first step for removal of such problems from our society.
Okay, candidate B, do you agree with this solution?
Yes, sir.
Why?
I agree with this solution as these programs will lead the young minds for the reconsideration of their actions, which will eventually lead them to become a democratic person in the society that respects each and every citizen.
Alright, very good. So your speaking assessment gets over here. So thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.